Hello and welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton.
And I'm Roger Corral.
We got Roger Corral here today. Roger, tell me what you do for TMZ.
I work in the clearance department, so I'm in charge of pictures, videos. We have a team of 4 of us, and any picture or video you see on TMZ, it goes through our department one way or another.
I've often thought that the most valuable part of TMZ was the fact that was the fact that if people take some viral video out there, the first thing they think is, I want to sell it to TMZ.
Yeah, and you contact me.
And you contact Roger. So there you go. And you put all the celebrity photos and videos up that paparazzi get.
Yeah, I love all our photogs. I love all our agencies. We all do good work.
We all do good work. All right, so I got you in today to talk about a few things. Firstly, we got photos. You got photos overnight of Offset in Dubai with potentially a new boo.
Yeah, I think this is messy, man. Like, what are we doing? I mean, I know we saw them holding hands. We got reports that he was hanging out with her, but I don't think this is anything.
Okay, all right. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about Ellen DeGeneres because she's been hit with more mean girl claims.
Keep them coming.
But to begin with, let's talk about Meghan Markle because she dropped her trailer for a new Netflix show entitled With Love, Meghan. It's called With Love, Meghan.
Classy.
And it's going to be an 8-parter documentary. She's going for Martha Stewart meets Gwyneth Paltrow.
Ooh.
Let's take a listen/look at some of the ad now.
I've always loved taking something pretty ordinary and elevating it. Surprising people with moments that let them know I was really thinking of them.
What? This is probably one of the most glamorous moments of my life.
It's magic.
We're not in the pursuit of perfection.
Okay. Look, I've been a long-time Meghan defender. When, people have been coming at her and Harry for years saying this and that, and I've always defended her. To me...
I feel a butt coming. I feel a butt.
But this is the straw that broke the camel's back.
Is it? Why?
It just feels so inauthentic. And she went through so much and all the drama to get to this point to be an influencer.
Okay, what did people expect? Because I'm still on the defending side.
Okay, good.
Like, I love Meghan. I don't see any issue with her. I think, she defended her family against the royal family. She brought her family to the U.S. to try and, raise them here. I don't see the problem. Like, she's showing people her life.
Yeah, I don't think she's a bad person. I just think she's, played the last few years so wrong. Like, she was an actress, a really famous actress.
Yeah.
Then she was a royal, over there, didn't like that. Then she came over here and she was, for a while, when she was on her, campaign, I thought she was going to be, some female warrior, heroine, she's here to change things. She was pitching herself as a woman who was going to change things. And now she's just decided to film, a lifestyle show baking cookies.
Yeah. Well, one, I think people are interested. I would like to see how, we like to see the lifestyles of the rich and the famous. So, if I could see her living her life, seeing what kind of food her family eats, seeing what she does in her garden.
Wait a second. It's not her garden, by the way.
Oh, it's not?
They filmed this whole thing at a different mansion down the road from her house.
All right. Well, that changes things a little.
The big thing about her for me is inauthenticity.
Yeah.
Because, she's played all these roles throughout her, the last few years, being princess, being this. And now she's pitching herself as I'm just a traditional wife who's just baking bread for the family.
I think she's trying to readjust her role because I do agree with you. I think people were seeing her as an influential person, someone that would come out in support of a lot of social issues. And I don't know if she was that influential. And I don't think people got that from her. And so I think she is pivoting a bit. And she's kind of just inviting people into her life. And maybe something can grow out of that. Well, what direction could she take at this point?
I just thought she was going to lean in to a social justice warrior. Which was going to be all right, because she did deal with a lot reportedly over in England. And so I could see...
but that's why everyone hates her though, right? If she leans into social justice... people are going to go hard on her, man. I think she's done with that. I think she wants to take it easy, especially, after the last few years, the latest election. Everyone kind of just wants to take a step back. We don't want to deal with any of that stuff. And, just let me live my life.
Well, I mean, people are saying, especially Meghan McCain. Meghan McCain.
Oh, Meghan.
Meghan McCain hates this, but people are saying that, like, is this the time and place to come out with like a luxurious lifestyle cooking show? Like, we've had, what did Meghan McCain say? She said there have been 2 terror attacks in 2 days, major wars raging, and Americans can't pay for groceries. We're a country in rage, uncertainty, and intensity right now. This is why the world doesn't like you. Nothing else, just completely and utterly tone deaf to the moment.
That is so unfair.
I've got to say,
so
I agree with Meghan McCain on this one. Yeah.
Okay, one, she's not a political figure.
No. Well, she was somewhat.
She was, but she's not.
But she pitched herself as somewhat of a political figure, last year.
I know, that's what I'm saying. She's pivoting at some point.
Okay, she's someone new now. Okay? But it's like, okay, you're someone new now. You're an actress. Okay, now you're a princess. She's just like,
I think she wanted to be a voice for people.
Yeah.
And people didn't take it. And so at this point, she's like, what do I do? Like, I'm still a Meghan Markle. Like, I could still do things. So she's inviting us into her house. And she's trying her best. I don't think if she were to stay on the same route that it would be good for her.
No.
I don't think it's fair to criticize. I mean, what is Meghan McCain doing?
I don't know. Battle of the Megans, man. Battle of the Megans. Hey, I love Harry still. I mean, if Harry did a cooking show,
are we in?
If Harry said, look, I grew up as a prince, I never really liked it. What I do like is cooking.
Okay, I like that.
I like that. And then he's so charming and he's like likable. I think that, but like Meghan is just like, okay, Meghan,
but see,
we get it.
He grew up with cameras. He doesn't want that.
No, he doesn't. I like him.
I know.
like him.
But people love him.
Okay, on to our next story. Roger, can you tell me about the photos and video we got in overnight of Offset in Dubai with this new lady friend?
Yeah, we got reports that they were holding hands. I think we've reported that they've been together for a while now.
Her name is Melanie Jada.
Melanie Jada. She's a model. And if you follow her on social media, you know who she is. I don't know where this goes. And after seeing all the drama between him and Cardi B, it's not surprising for him to see him out and about with like someone new.
He's been rumored to be with this Melanie for a while.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, wasn't there even rumors of like a crossover potential? Like he's had a thing for, like they've been friends. Like who knows what the truth is? But I mean, if I'm Cardi B and I'm watching the video, looking at the photos, I mean, it's over. Like But you know how they were on again, off again, on again, off again. The moment you see that your partner with a new girl or boy, like it's over. It's going to tear her apart.
It is going to tear her apart. But anything tears these two apart.
Yeah.
Like if he was out by himself, if he was out at a strip club, if he was out with his kids, like he posted pictures of himself with the kids. I'm sure that tore her apart.
I think it'd tear her apart if he's got feelings and emotions for another person.
Yeah, that's a different conversation.
If he's out just like, getting laid or whatever, then he's a single man. He can do whatever. But like, if Cardi believes, and it appears to me that he has moved on, then that sucks for her. I mean, maybe she doesn't like him anymore.
I don't want to go hard on him. This man has like 6 kids with like 5 different women. Mm-hmm. I don't think he's going to stick around with this woman. Right. I mean, I'm not trying to put a curse on them. Good for them. They can make it work. But, I think they'll be okay. I don't think this is it.
So that's just a little warning for Melanie Jada if she's listening to
I don't mean to put out a warning.
From Dubai. Well, I mean, I feel sorry for Cardi, but I like Offset. And I think that it's good if him and Cardi are permanently not together, because that never really worked.
No, I like them together though, and people love them. Like whenever they do get back together, people love it. They make great music together. I think we all secretly have a thing for them as a couple, but I get why we wouldn't want them together.
Okay, let's get on with our final story. Ellen DeGeneres can't live her life in England.
For Ellen?
Well, I mean, Ellen DeGeneres, she's moved to England to try to get away from it all, get away from the you're mean sort of stuff. But she can't catch a break because now a former bachelorette is piling on. Ali Fedotowsky, I believe that's how you pronounce the name. She went on Caitlin Bristow's podcast, another bachelorette. And this is what she had to say about appearing on Ellen.
she made me feel pretty not great.
I hate that.
What?
I've heard that so many times.
Yeah. It's not that she was mean per se. She just made me feel stupid.
Yeah, she does that.
I remember that when I was on her show, like I was so excited to be on the show. And I don't think she's a bad person. I just think that sometimes I bet when you do a job like that all day, every single day for years, you're just kind of over it, right?
I mean, we do this job every single
day.
I still come on here pretending to be like in a good mood and not half asleep.
You're great. You're
gotta
great.
Pretend. To be honest, like I love all like the Ellen pile-on. It's just entertaining.
Yeah.
But this one isn't really like. I feel like it's a low-hanging fruit now, just to say, "Oh, Ellen's a bitch." It's just low-hanging fruit.
I think. Well, I know a lot of people that worked for Ellen.
Oh, you do?
I'm not exactly a big fan of Ellen.
But tell me more.
I get like it's the same stories. She wasn't a nice person. She didn't have nice staff working for people. They were, they weren't nice to people that worked there.
Yeah.
And there's countless stories that go there, and you kind of see it happen on air. I mean, that's what she's saying. I mean, whenever you see the interview, she makes fun of people, and she's like, I don't know if that's her attitude or if that's just how it happened, but I get the low hanging fruit. But I understand people's grievances.
Yeah, I understand everybody's coming out with their Ellen stories when it's already in the news. But I kind of think like Ellen has interviewed the biggest, most important, influential people in the world. Yeah. And then some bachelorette walks in. I can understand her not giving her all her energy. You know what I mean?
You booked her. You brought me here today, because you like me,
I do, Roger.
We're friends.
I do.
So if you were to treat me not well, I would be like, well, then why did you invite me?
Right.
It's still your guest. You should treat them with respect.
Be hospitable.
Be hospitable, exactly. And that, again, like she said, be kind.
Yes, be kind to one another. All right, Roger, I don't know if you've been around for one of these shows where we read out the comments.
Ooh.
Did you know, I always forget to say this, and we're live right now.
Okay.
We're live on YouTube. So people have been leaving their comments. On Meghan Markle, Sandra says, it feels a bit put on, like bad acting. It does feel like bad acting.
It does.
She's supposed to be an actress, so I mean.
But it's not easy having a camera on your face. I mean, you do the show every day.
You just got to forget about it. Now I don't even know the cameras are there. But to begin with, you're very aware of it.
Remember your first day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Liv Hemingway, Meghan hooked a prince. That's it. That's pretty good to hook a prince, though.
Yeah, that's not easy.
She should just get back into acting, maybe. Like
I think she would do really well. That would do so well.
She should just do acting again and be Suits.
Yeah.
Duh,
yeah.
Right there. MM says, I don't know why people hate this woman. Let her live. Besides, aren't all stars fake? Nothing new. Yeah. I think we like people who we believe to be themselves.
Yeah.
Even if we don't agree with everything they say, like if they're themselves, then there's a certain level of respect. I don't think Meghan passes that bar.
I think the trailer feels manufactured.
Yeah.
And so, maybe that's not her fault. Maybe that's the people that made the trailer.
Brenda says, Meghan Markle, I feel like she is artificial sugar. She leaves a nasty flavor. She's a Splendor.
She's Splenda.
She's Splendor. Do you call it Splendor or Splendor?
No, Splenda.
Splendor.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. On Offset Story, Justin says, that's pure confirmation for Cardi right there. I'd hate to see you happy without me.
I still have hope. I don't think this is anything serious. Again, Offset does this a lot. So, fingers crossed for it.
Yeah, fingers crossed. But I mean, I think there's that thing like if you see your ex happy and moved on, it kills you. You want to be the first one to move on when the relationship ends.
Yeah.
Especially when there's kids involved.
I know. That's rough.
We got some miscellaneous comments here. Sandra. Again, hiya TMZ. This is my first podcast.
Ooh, thanks, Sandra.
Thank you, Sandra. Great. Happy to have you. Hopefully, many more to come. MM says the fill-in co-host is so happy. Love the energy.
Oh.
David agrees. David said, facts. Roger is a real one.
They say I laugh too much, but
you have a distinct laugh.
Oh, well, thank you.
I think it's good in life to have a distinct laugh, though.
Yeah, unless things get rough around the newsroom, then it's like, ugh.
Oh,
why are you laughing?
You do like when I get in at 6 a.m. and everyone's just like half asleep, and then I hear can I call it a cackle?
You can call it a cackle.
Like above the newsroom, like I'm like, Roger. You and this other girl here, Melanie. Melanie laughs so loud. I think in an office environment when people are working, you got to keep your laughter a little low.
Yeah, it's not the time.
But in the podcast studio, more than welcome.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for being here, Roger.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This is great. I love being here.
Absolutely. And we'll see you guys here next week. Goodbye.